Welcome and thanks for tuning in to Trivia Quiz Rush. This is a 50-question general knowledge quiz and also features one open bonus question. So your maximum score count is 51 points. Without further ado, let's start the quiz. Good luck. And for the first question, let's take a look at this short clip. Now the question is, can you name this animal? Is it a red fox, a dhole, or a maned wolf? And the answer is C. With long slender legs, it kind of looks like a fox on stilts. Question number 2. Can you identify this artistic movement? Is it Rococo, Baroque, or Art Deco? The answer is Art Deco. Popular in the 1920s and 30s, it features bold geometric shapes, rich colors, and luxurious materials. And what you're seeing here is the city of Amman, a historic location built on Greek and Roman ruins. The question is though, in which country will you find the city of Amman? Is it Saudi Arabia, Jordan, or Syria? Correct with Jordan. Amman is Jordan's capital city, a city blending modernity with ancient ruins. Question number 4. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld and ruler of the dead? Is it Hades, Zeus, or Poseidon?
I am Hades. Kneel.
And this one is Hades, and that was a clip from the movie Clash of the Titans. Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, oversees the realm of the dead and is known for his helm of invisibility. Question number 5. Which ancient civilization is credited with inventing the first known writing system? Is it the Egyptians, the Sumerians, or the Phoenicians? And correct if you said Sumerians. The Sumerians of Mesopotamia developed cuneiform around 3100 BCE, marking the beginning of recorded history. And what is the largest island in Canada? Is it Victoria Island, Newfoundland, or Baffin Island? And the answer is C. Number 7. Who was the real-life pirate known as Queen of the Pirates? Is it Ching Xie, Anne Bonny, or Mary Read? And the answer is A. She commanded a fleet of over 300 ships and successfully negotiated her own pardon. Number 8. In which country will you find the city of Addis Ababa? Kenya, Ethiopia, or Sudan? Correct with Ethiopia. Addis Ababa is Ethiopia's capital and the headquarters of the African Union. Number 9. In which year did India gain independence from British rule? Is it 1945, 50, or 47? And the answer is 1947. India gained independence on August 15, 1947, following a non-violent movement led by figures like Mahatma Gandhi. Number 10. Which bird has the largest wingspan? Is it the bald eagle, the Andean condor, or the wandering albatross?
The wandering albatross has the longest wingspan of any bird alive today.
And there's the answer for you. It's a wandering albatross. The wandering albatross has a wingspan of up to 3.5 meters or 11.5 feet, which is huge. 11. What was the main goal of the Apollo 11 mission? Is it to orbit the Earth, to land on the Moon, or to explore Mars?
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And with those legendary words, the first steps on the moon were set. In 1969, Apollo 11 successfully landed humans on the moon, with Neil Armstrong taking the first step. Number 12, who was the first female Prime Minister of India? Is it Benazir Bhutto, Indira Gandhi, or Golda Meir? And the answer is Indira Gandhi. She led India from 1966 to 77 and again from 1980 to 84. Number 13, which movement focused on the subconscious and dreamlike imagery? Is it Cubism, Impressionism, or Surrealism? And correct with Surrealism. Surrealist artists like Dali and Magritte explored irrationality, dreamscapes, and the unconscious mind. Number 14, who was known as the Mad Monk and influenced the Russian royal family? Rasputin, Vlad the Impaler, or Nostradamus? And the answer is Rasputin. His influence over Tsarina Alexandra and his mysterious death made him a legend. Number 15, which ancient empire built the Hagia Sophia? Is it the Persian, the Byzantine, or the Ottoman? And it's the Byzantine. The Byzantines built the Hagia Sophia in 537 CE in Constantinople. Who founded the first Mughal dynasty in China? Is it Genghis Khan, Timur, or Kublai Khan? And correct if you said Kublai Khan. He established the Yuan dynasty in 1271 after conquering China. Number 17, which of these animals has the strongest immune system? Is it an alligator, an opossum, or the Komodo dragon? And the answer is the opossum. Opossums produce a special protein that neutralizes venom from snakes and scorpions. Handy. Number 18, which artist painted Nighthawks? Is it Edward Hopper, Norman Rockwell, or Andrew Wyeth? And correct with Edward Hopper. Edward Hopper's Nighthawks is a melancholic depiction of urban loneliness, showcasing late-night diners at a quiet cafe. Number 19, which ancient wonder was located in the city of Ephesus? Is it the Temple of Artemis, Colossus of Rhodes, or Hanging Gardens of Babylon? And the answer to this one is the Temple of Artemis. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, it was a massive Greek temple. Number 20, which sculptor created David in marble during the Renaissance? Is it Donatello, Michelangelo, or Bernini? And correct if you said Michelangelo. The statue, carved from a single block of marble, symbolizes human strength and beauty. Which dystopian novel features the character Big Brother? Is it 1984, Brave New World, or Fahrenheit 451? And the answer is B. George Orwell's novel warns about totalitarian surveillance and government control. And which philosopher wrote The Republic? Aristotle, Socrates, or Plato? It's Plato. The Republic discusses justice, the ideal state, and the philosopher king concept. And what country's flag is this? Is it Greece, Bulgaria, or Turkey? And this is Turkey's flag. 24. Who was the first person to reach the South Pole? Is it Roald Amundsen, Robert Falcon Scott, or Ernest Shackleton? And the answer is A. The Norwegian explorer beat Scott's British expedition to the South Pole in 1911. Who discovered the Hawaiian Islands in the 18th century? Is it Francis Drake, Hernando de Soto, or James Cook? And the resorts weren't quite there yet. But the answer is James Cook. He arrived in the Hawaiian Islands in 1778, which he initially named the Sandwich Islands. That is a terrible name, if you ask me. And which horror icon haunts dreams and has a glove with razor fingers? Is it Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, or Michael Myers? And the answer is Freddy Krueger, the villain of A Nightmare on Elm Street. He terrorizes his victims in their sleep. Number 27. Which planet rotates on its side compared to the others? Is it Venus, Uranus, or Neptune?
But Uranus is even stranger, because the entire planet is on its side.
And there you have it, correct if you said Uranus. It has an extreme tilt of about 98 degrees, possibly due to a past collision with a large object. 28. What was the last Tsar of Russia before the revolution? Is it Nicholas II, Ivan the Terrible, or Peter the Great? And the answer is Nicholas II. He was overthrown during the Russian Revolution of 1917 and executed with his family. Wow. And the question belonging to this clip is, what gas do humans exhale after breathing in oxygen? No, it's not fire, but is it helium, carbon dioxide, or methane? And the answer is carbon dioxide. The body takes in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide as a waste product of respiration. Number 30. In which country will you find the city of Stockholm? Norway, Denmark, or Sweden? Correct, with Sweden. Stockholm, Sweden's capital, is an archipelago of 14 islands known for its stunning natural and architectural beauty. And have a look at this clip again. And the question is, can you name this animal? Is it a beluga whale, a narwhal, or a vaquita? And this is, of course, a narwhal. This whale has a long spiral tusk that is actually an extended tooth. And have a good look at this painting. The question is, can you identify this surrealist painting? Is it The Persistence of Memory, The Son of Man, or The Two Fridas? And the answer is The Persistence of Memory. Dali's famous painting, with its melting clocks, explores time and dreams in surreal landscapes. Number 33. What was Blackbeard's real name? Is it Edward Teach, Bartholomew Roberts, or Henry Morgan? And the answer is A. This notorious pirate terrorized the Caribbean and was known for his fearsome appearance. Number 34. Who broke the sound barrier in 1947? Is it John Glenn, Neil Armstrong, or Chuck Yeager? Correct, with Chuck Yeager. Yeager's historic flight in the Bell X-1 marked a new era in aviation. 35. Who composed the Brandenburg Concertos? Is it Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, or Johann Sebastian Bach? And it's Johann Sebastian Bach. Bach Brandenburg concertos celebrated masterpieces of Baroque music. And here's an open bonus question for that extra point. What is the capital city of Finland? If you know the answer, leave it in the comments together with your total score, and let's move on to the next question. What is a traditional Japanese garment worn for formal occasions? Is it a yukata, a kimono, or a hanbok? And this one is a kimono. The kimono, a symbol of Japanese culture, is worn for ceremonies, weddings, and tea rituals. Question 37. Who wrote The Prince, a political treatise on power and rulership? Is it Niccolo Machiavelli, Thomas Hobbes, or Sun Tzu? And correct with Niccolo Machiavelli. His work is the origin of the term Machiavellian, meaning cunning and ruthless political strategy. Number 38, what is the capital city of Venezuela? Is it Maracaibo, Valencia, or Caracas? And the answer is Caracas. Nestled in a valley near the coast, it's Venezuela's capital and cultural hub. And here's a flag question again. Can you name the country it belongs to? Belarus, Poland, or Latvia? Incorrect if you guessed Belarus. Belarus is known for its vast forest and lakes, and the capital Minsk is a hub of museums and theaters. Number 40, can you name this animal? Is it an iguana, a tuatara, or a monitor lizard? And the answer is a tuatara. This reptile, found in New Zealand, is a living fossil, and it actually has a third eye. Look it up. Number 41, which Roman goddess is equivalent to the Greek goddess Athena, symbolizing wisdom and war? Is it Diana, Minerva, or Vesta? And the answer is Minerva. Minerva, like Athena, is the goddess of wisdom and warfare, worshipped for her intelligence and strategic power. Number 42, what is the only known venomous primate? Is it a capuchin monkey, a slow loris, or a tarsier? And the answer is a slow loris. The slow loris produces venom glands near its elbows, which it licks before biting. Number 43, what is the chemical formula for table salt? Is it A, B, or C? And the answer is A. And who is the main antagonist in Silence of the Lambs? Is his name Hannibal Lecter, Norman Bates, or Jigsaw? And the answer is, of course, Hannibal Lecter. A brilliant yet terrifying psychiatrist and cannibal, he helps the FBI track another killer. 45. Who directed the groundbreaking 70s horror film Halloween? Alfred Hitchcock, John Carpenter, or Steven Spielberg? And it's John Carpenter. Carpenter's Halloween set the standard for the slasher genre and introduced the world to Michael Myers. Who is credited with inventing calculus alongside Isaac Newton? Is it Galileo Galilei, René Descartes, or Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz? And the answer is C. Leibniz developed calculus independently, sparking a famous intellectual rivalry. 47. Which civilization invented paper? The Romans, the Chinese, or the Babylonians? Correct if you said the Chinese. The Chinese invented paper around 105 CE, revolutionizing writing and record-keeping worldwide. Well, that was a cool movie clip, but it brings me to the question, what is the highest active volcano in Europe? Is it Mount Etna, Mount Vesuvius, or Mount Stromboli? And the answer is Mount Etna. Mount Etna in Sicily is the largest active volcano in Europe. 49. Which US president was also a famous general in World War II? Dwight D. Eisenhower, Theodore Roosevelt, or George Washington? And correct with Dwight D. Eisenhower. Before becoming the 34th president, he led D-Day invasions as a Supreme Allied commander. What you saw here was a clip of a carnival in Brazil, which leads me to the question, which of these cities will you find in Brazil? Is it Santiago, Caracas, or Sao Paulo? And the answer is Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is Brazil's largest city and a major financial hub. And that was the last one for this quiz, but don't leave just yet, because in a few seconds you will see 2 other quizzes appear on screen and you can click those to keep watching. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up on the video and also subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. Also, please leave your score in the comments down below together with the answer to the open bonus question. And I will hope to see you in the next quiz.